Alright, the current time is 9:30 a.m. And of course I'm headed downtown. Wow, it's already getting blistering hot out here. But, well, it's not really picking it up. But anyways, what I am noticing is our skies, even though looking blue, if you will, okay, there's still like this dirtiness within the atmosphere, and I'm not hearing any more narratives in regards to wildfires and the smoke thereof. Okay, so I just thought I'd make mention of that real quick. Imagine that. Alright, I'm resuming. Why not? Oh wow, I can't believe this is just pathetically ridiculous. And thing is, we're supposed to be still in the high 80s for the remainder of this week, and I guess it wasn't the same white car after all. But yeah, so you know what's kind of strange is they are calling for precipitation throughout this week as well, and I am not seeing any signs around this pertaining to that. And of course, we know what brings on the precipitation around here is those overhead activities. Okay, so this is something that I'm going to be monitoring as far as my sky observations and weather, is because of the lack of the activity and the lack of the rings, at least at this given point in time, and the narratives over precipitation events, which basically is almost on a daily basis, beginning tomorrow at some given point in time. So, you know, and of course the clouds will begin to increase, but that still has to be, you know, seen up here, as I often and always show the patterns before any precipitation event, whether liquid, frozen, or otherwise, right? And this is, again, why I cannot agree with the narrative of our so-called tornado that ripped through here. Because you know, and once again, they cannot come out with the realities. They will not come out with the realities over creating these weather scenarios, because it involves too many deaths that need to be accounted for. Once again, why do you think that when the media has their little weather segments on, well, now they're starting to add the scroll or the crawl at the bottom of these reports, weather reports. And you know, ironically, just since I've been making mention of how whenever, it doesn't matter what channel, station, or otherwise, that these reports come through, everything stops and all focus is on the weather. Again, to me, that cries foul. And I'm not speaking of birds, okay? No. False narratives. If you don't get it now, you won't get it, and you never will. And, you know, and if you don't get it, how can you prepare for anything? Plain and simple. You need to understand this stuff. And I keep trying to, I try, that's all. Alright, we are back. I'm done. And I'll continue on later as I'm going to hang out here once again with my friends. Join up with me then, if you care to.